him.
I want to watch the news.
Are you making headway at least?
This is the news.
Schmack-a-ma-gob! It's time for Belcher bashing. Yeah, that's right. Sammy Hagar last week. I found this article, and I said, "Oh my God, I got to put this up on Black Sabbath Sunday." It says Sammy Hagar almost single-handedly ruined Black Sabbath's farewell concert. I love that headline. That headline rules. You know. It's so funny, like Sammy Hagar ruined Van Halen. And here he is trying to ruin Black Sabbath. Oh my God. Yeah, but I gotta be honest, man. I'll read the article in a second, but I gotta be honest, right before we get into this. Actually, I knew he was gonna suck. I mean, come on. I mean, there's no way that Sammy Hagar is gonna be good. Especially if he's gonna do Flying High again. I knew it was going to be disaster. And everybody's like, he fucked up the lyrics. I thought that was the best part. The best part was him fucking up the lyrics and not singing in spots where I hear him less. I do hear him. I don't have to hear that annoying voice so much. I'm glad he forgot the damn lyrics, you know? And then there's parts of the song where he does get right. And I'm like, see? I mean, if he sang the whole song, it would have sounded like that. So, yeah. All right, so let's read this article. It says, the fact is that Sammy Hagar is likely the luckiest musician. Likely? He definitely is the luckiest musician to ever live. If one can call him that. Oh, you see, I haven't even read this article yet, but I just saw the headline. Look at that. They're saying in the article if one can call him that. Yeah, I can't call him that. But no, I will say he is the luckiest musician ever. This is a guy that would have been opening today for Rick Springfield at a food truck convention. Nothing against Rick Springfield, but you just know, Rick Springfield would be headlining over Sammy Belcher today. You know, I Can't Drive 55 was his big hit. That aged like a banana. All right? Let's keep reading this shit. The fact is that Hagar is likely the luckiest musician, if you can call him that, in rock music history. He has a decent voice for a pop rock star. What the hell's wrong with this guy? He was being good, now he says that? But this isn't saying all that much. Okay, yeah, he's getting a little better. He took over for David Lee Roth with Van Halen, and any charisma the band had went with him. It's true. It's true. I mean, come on, man. David Lee Roth to Sammy Hagar is like going from... I can't think of anything now. It's like going from Black Sabbath to Sammy Hagar. There you go. Anyway, let's keep reading. It says, sure, Eddie Van Halen was a great guitarist, but Roth was fun. Hagar was just some guy who ended up fortunate to sing for the group. That's why I say he is the luckiest musician ever, because he went into the biggest band in the world at the time. Van Halen was the biggest. And, their last album sold millions. Now it's sold tens of millions, 10 million or something like that, 1984. Which, by the way, 1984 and the first Van Halen album, just those two albums combined sold more than the whole Vangina discography. All the Vangina discography, number one, these nuts. It doesn't matter if it was number one, I went number one. So what? People were like idiots back then. Remember Susu Studio? All right, but anyway, let's keep reading this article here. All right. Sammy Hagar was absolutely terrible at Black Sabbath's final concert. Hagar was part of the lineup that was termed Supergroup B during Black Sabbath's final gig. Corgan was good as a frontman at first, but then Hagar came on. What the? Wait. Is this guy on drugs? Billy Corgan was good? Billy Corgan was even worse than fucking Sammy Hagar Belcher. Worse. Oh, yeah. Dude, in my opinion, Billy Corgan was the worst out of the whole freaking day. And believe me, there's a lot of stuff that was there that day I'm not a fan of. But Billy Corgan took all those bands, and he took Sammy Belcher, and he put them to shame with the suck. Anyway, so it says here Corgan was as the frontman, a good frontman first, and then Hagar came on and did a cover of Ozzy Osbourne's "Flying High" again, but didn't sing as much as voiced the lyrics, like a cheerleader trying to do karaoke of a Black Sabbath song. It's actually an Ozzy song. This guy even got that wrong. But, you know, the beginning was right. But anyway, he might get right again. Let's keep reading. Hagar did ask the crowd to cheer and have fun, which is weird. A vocalist shouldn't try to entice the audience, especially at a show like this. What's this guy talking about? The crowd is already into it. Just lead them along. Belcher's lack of awareness. Wow, he wrote Belcher. Just kidding. I threw that in. Hagar's lack of awareness of the situation made him seem so out of touch and, well, boring. Worse, while other vocalists or supergroup band members were doing songs that their own bands had produced, somehow Belcher's song, which he was quick to point at, he said, "Rock Candy." So Rock Candy was played. The tune was part of the Montrose catalog, a band that Belcher began with that you have long forgotten about. Oh, that's going to piss off the Belcher Montrose fan. And the people that say, I don't like Sammy Hagar, but I love Montrose. Yeah, everybody forgot about them. But don't worry. I'm into stuff like Lord Baltimore and, you know, there's a lot of obscure Wild Butter. Check out Wild Butter. That's an obscure band from the 70s that didn't sell shit, that Montrose was way more successful for. But let me tell you, man, I do own the Montrose album. And musically, it's great. I can almost handle Sammy's vocals during it, but there's one song on that album I can't stand, and it's Rock Candy. Anyway, this guy's a trip that wrote this, man. He's right and wrong at the same time. He's hilarious. Anyway, we're coming toward the end of it, and he says, and for good reason they've been forgotten. Montrose wasn't good. Oh, and neither was Hagar. Yeah, right on. I thought Montrose was good if they didn't have Hagar. I'm a bigger fan of Gamma. Seriously, I love the first two Gamma albums with Ronnie Montrose. I love that singer, and I love the music more. And the music was pretty badass on the first Montrose album. Not so much on Paper Money, in my opinion, but that's my opinion. But anyway, they weren't good. There was a reason he lived mostly in the shadow of rock before being invited to be Van Halen's singer and turned them into a radio-friendly group. It was a misstep by Eddie and Alex Van Halen, and Hagar continued to live off it. That right there is 100% true. Like I said, Hagar would be opening for Rick Springfield today. But with that Van Halen money, he invested on the Cabo Wabo, and then the Cabo Wabo gave him millions and millions and millions of dollars. Yes, he's filthy rich, and it's mostly because of booze. No, he didn't make those hundreds of millions of dollars off stupid dated Vangina and solo album music. And yeah, Montrose, everybody forgot about him, according to this dude. This dude rules. All right, let's get to the last paragraph. Let's see if he's right or wrong on this one. All right. Hagar definitely paled in comparison to Corgan. Whoa. This guy must be on meth. And when Steven Tyler showed up to do a couple of numbers, including an excellent cover of Led Zeppelin's Whole Lotta Love, Hagar's mediocrity shone brightly. Tyler has battled vocal issues in recent years and was great. Hagar just kind of spits out his lyrics. It wasn't his lyrics. It was the genius Bob Daisley lyrics, man. This is hysterical. This guy's great. Even if he is wrong in spots, he's still great. He thought that Billy Corgan, he said Hagar definitely paled in comparison to Corgan. Come on. Leave me a comment below, please. Please leave me a comment below if you agree with that. And also, yeah, give me your name as well, because I will pray for you. You know, you got some serious mental issues. But, yeah, I mean, like I said, I thought, you know, I knew he was going to suck. But, man, it's a shame. They should have put Billy Corgan out after him to make him look a little better. Even this guy would probably wake up to it. But yeah, it was god awful. But I'm telling you, man, everybody's slamming on Sammy. It's like, oh, he sucked so bad. Oh, he was horrible. I was like, man, give Sammy Hagar a break. Seriously. The guy's been sucking for 50 years. 50 fucking years. That's pretty consistent. To suck that long? Shit. I applaud him. He went out and showed the world at the Ozzy thing. Look, everybody, I still suck ass. And people are complaining, why was Sammy Hagar there? What does he have to do with Black Sabbath? Why? And I'm like, and my answer to you is, yeah, right, why? Why do you have this idiot out there? He cared about Black Sabbath music and Ozzy music as much as he cared about Van Halen with David Lee Roth. The guy is the luckiest dude on the planet. I don't know how he got invited. I don't know. Maybe he paid his way in with that Cabo Wabo money. I don't know. All I know is congratulations to Sammy Hagar Belcher for sucking over 50 years. I heard Guinness World of Records is going to put him in the book for the man who sucked the longest. Anyway, that's it for the only news that matters. What did you all think? Hey, who out there thought that Sammy Hagar was good? That'd be funny if anybody would say that. Oh, man. I'll pray for you, too. But thank you so much for watching The Only News That Matters. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't and ring that little notification bell. And like the video. It's good for the YouTube algorithms. So, stay frosty. Like David Lee Roth said. Listen to Van Halen with David Lee Roth and smack 'em a gob.
Farewell and adieu to you fair Spanish ladies. Farewell and adieu, you ladies of Spain. For we've received orders for to sail back to Boston. And so never more shall we see you again.